Alright guys, Dominic here for Kit Guru, and today it's another pre-built system from PC Specialist. This one is called the Vulcan Pro, and just before we dive into the main body of the review, I'll just quickly walk you through the spec so you know what we've got in this system, and then we'll get right onto it. So starting things off, we've got the Intel Core i7-8700K, which has not been overclocked, but more on that later, and that's plugged into an ASUS TUF Z370 Plus motherboard. We've also got 16GB of Corsair RGB RAM, 3000 MHz, and then the real kicker is the GTX 1080 Ti, which is from Palette. In terms of storage, there's a 512GB WD Black NVMe drive, SSD, M.2 SSD obviously, but there's also a 1TB WD Black hard drive as well for mass storage. The power supply is a 650 watt TXM model from Corsair, which is 80 plus gold semi-modular. And then we also have the main chassis, which is the InWIN 101. And lastly, the CPU cooler is the Corsair H80i V2. So that's the main spec of the thing. The real kicker there, as I mentioned, is the price. £1,749 in the UK. And as we'll get onto later, given the current state of affairs, we've got mining, DDR4 prices are well up, GPU prices are well up. As we're going to see later, this system is actually very, very good value for money. But starting off now with the actual build, the first thing we can briefly touch on is cable management. I think cable management round the back especially is very good. You can see there's nice, everything's nicely lashed together and tucked away in straight lines. Looks very good, even though you can't see it because there's a solid panel on the back. It's very neat and tidy. Round the front, it's also very good. The compact nature of the case does mean you've got some exposed cabling at the top, just above the cooler, and at the bottom, all of the the front panel I/O connectors. They're a bit visible. So, I don't want to be too critical, as it comes with the nature of the case being quite a small ATX case. But I've seen neater, and they are visible. It depends how much that's going to bother you, especially because there is a glass panel, which we'll look at in a moment. The case itself is worth touching upon, the InWIN 101. Overall, I think this is an okay case. It's not the most premium. I think it costs around £70 if you to buy it by yourself. I do like how the glass panel pops off. You can see I've already taken off, but it just uses 2 push pins, which is very nice. But the actual overall quality, just like the steel frame, does feel a bit flimsy. It's not the highest quality stuff I've ever used. And also the front I/O is also a bit disappointing because you've only got 2 USB 3.0 ports and then your audio jacks. Considering this ASUS motherboard actually has 2 USB 3.1 internal headers, I think it's a bit of a waste of those really. You're not going to be able to make use of those unless you perhaps buy an add-in card to use around the back. However, airflow of the case is quite interesting. As you can see, down this backside here, there's actually this kind of large honeycomb ventilated section. That's actually where air is drawn in. You can see there's one PC Specialist branded fan there, which will draw air in, and then it will kind of feed round this way of the case, and then the H80i V2 acts as the exhaust. So it's a kind of, unlike a traditional case where the air will come in the front and come straight out, it's kind of coming in round the side, in and out the back, which is interesting. As we'll get to later, it doesn't seem to have affected thermals in the slightest. So what can you do? Now, there are also some lovely RGB strips included. These connect to the motherboard using ASUS Aura software, and they can actually sync with the Corsair RGB RAM. So you get this lovely coordinated light show. By default, the effect is this lovely kind of color cycle, but you can obviously change that using ASUS Aura if you want. You could do that in the motherboard in the BIOS, or you can download the ASUS Aura software and do it from your desktop. If I'm being very nitpicky, the actual liquid cooler, the H80i V2, that doesn't sync up. You can't sync that with the RGB strips and the RAM, but by default it's set to white, so it's not very offensive. I think it looks fine, but if you wanted the fully coordinated light show, you might have to go with another cooler which can connect to ASUS Aura. So that's it for the build. On the whole, very positive, but let's dive into performance. And as you might expect, 8700K with a GTX 1080 Ti performs very well. This kind of setup will give you very high frame rates at 1080p and 1440p, but if you want to play at 4K, that's also very possible. I think the lowest minimum frame rate I saw was 32, which was in Deus Ex 4K, DirectX 12, using the very high preset. So you're essentially guaranteed above 30 FPS at 4K, depending how you want to play. So solid gaming performance. PC Specialist could have eked out a little bit more performance if they overclocked the CPU, because they actually left it at stock clocks. So when you're playing a game, when you're playing games or maybe doing some video rendering or what have you, the all-core turbo of the 8700K is 4.3 GHz. So if you're stressing all of the cores, they'll hit 4.3 and go no further. We do know that these chips can hit upwards of 5 GHz, so it would have been good to see a manual overclock included. You could obviously do it yourself, but out of the box, you're going to be running at 4.3 GHz max across all cores. But the system is still nice and fast. And actually, one of the positive aspects of not overclocking the CPU is thermals, because usually the Coffee Lake CPUs have a bit of a reputation for being quite hot, but this CPU actually idled at 30 degrees and it only peaked at 63 degrees, which was while running Prime 95. Similarly for the graphics card, it's only a blower style from palette, so it's quite basic. It's got none of the mod cons we'd expect from a more advanced card, but that idled at 31 degrees and then peaked at 84. So it's not, neither of them are close to thermal throttling and very safe temperatures, so we can't really complain. Linked with those relatively low temperatures is noise levels. So what we have here is actually a very quiet system. It kind of emits a gentle whir at idling, but then it doesn't really get louder than that. So you can hear it if you're listening out for it. But obviously as soon as you play music through your speakers or you put a headset on, it's going to be completely drowned out. So coming on to power consumption now. The power supply is obviously the Corsair 650 watt TXM model, which is 80 plus gold. And really we're barely drawing half of the max rated capacity of this power supply, as this system idles at 59 watts, it only pulls 59 watts from the wall, which is the system as a whole, while idling, and then under load, the the peak value for power consumption I saw was 339 watts. So given that this is a 650 watt unit, we're going to be achieving very good efficiency levels while gaming, because 340 watts is barely over 50% load of the power supply, which is another good thing. Also means the power supply fan either doesn't need to spin up or it doesn't need to spin up very fast at all. So on the whole, very solid performance, and we can begin to wrap up this review. I think the key thing we need to really touch on is pricing, because at £1,749, on another day we might have been a bit more critical of maybe the front cable management, the slightly flimsy case, or if you want to be really nitpicky, the fact that the CPU cooler doesn't sync with the RGB strips or the RAM. However, given the current state of affairs with mining, GPU prices are absolutely through the roof. I actually calculated the cost of buying all of these parts by myself, and the figure was well over £2,000. So in actual fact, what PC Specialists are doing for you, not only are they they're building the system for you, they're shipping it to you, they're also providing a warranty for over £250 less than if you would do it yourself. So not only are you saving money, but you're getting the added benefit of warranty on the whole system. So obviously anything goes wrong, you have a point of call to go to, whereas if you built it yourself, you're on your own. So really, it's really hard to argue with this system. At the current value that it's offering, it's phenomenal. If you want a very fast PC, if you think you're building something yourself with a similar spec, you might as well go for the PC Specialist Vulcan Pro, because in this current market, it just offers simply unbeatable value for money. So I'm Dominic with Kit Guru. This is the PC Specialist Vulcan Pro. It's a very solid system that really you just can't argue with the value. If you like this review, you can check us out on Facebook. We're also on Twitter. We'd love to connect you over there. Like and subscribe before you go, and we will see you in the next video.